The crew of the space shuttle, Odyssey, had been on a mission to explore a far-off planet. The journey had been uneventful until they reached the planet's atmosphere. That's when the trouble began. Captain Jackson, prepare for landing, everyone. Co-pilot Hernandez, roger that, Captain. As they descended, the crew noticed something strange. The planet's surface was covered in a thick mist, and they couldn't see anything beyond it. Scientist Patel, Captain, I'm getting strange readings from the surface. It appears there's some kind of energy field down there. Captain Jackson, thanks for the heads up, Patel. We'll proceed with caution. The shuttle landed safely, but as soon as the crew stepped outside, they felt a chill run down their spines. They could sense that something was watching them from the mist. Engineer Lee, I don't like the feel of this, Captain. We should get back on the shuttle and leave. Captain Jackson, we can't just turn back now, Lee. We have a mission to complete. As they moved deeper into the mist, they saw movement in the shadows. Suddenly, a creature appeared in front of them. It was like nothing they had ever seen before. Scientist Patel, what the hell is that thing? Co-pilot Hernandez, I don't know, but we need to take it down. The creature was fast and agile, but the crew managed to bring it down with their weapons. But it was only the first of many. As they moved deeper into the mist, more and more creatures appeared. Engineer Lee, Captain, we're surrounded. We need to retreat. Captain Jackson, negative, Lee. We can't let these monsters stop us from completing our mission. But it was too late. The creatures swarmed the crew, overpowering them with their numbers. The last thing they heard was the sound of their screams as they were torn apart by the space monsters. The Odyssey was never heard from again, and the planet remained a mystery to the rest of the galaxy. But some say that the mist still holds the souls of the crew, doomed to wander forever as part of the space monsters' horde. Years later, a team of explorers from another space shuttle arrived on the same planet. They had heard stories about the space monsters and were determined to uncover the truth. Explorer Williams, keep your guard up, everyone. We don't know what we're dealing with here. Explorer Singh, agreed. We need to be cautious and stick together. As they made their way through the mist, they could feel the same sense of unease that the crew of the Odyssey must have felt. Suddenly, a group of space monsters appeared, snarling and hissing. Explorer Williams, get ready to fire. But before they could shoot, something unexpected happened. The creatures stopped in their tracks and seemed to recognize the explorers. One of them even approached Explorer Singh and nuzzled against her hand. Explorer Singh, what's going on? Why aren't they attacking us? Explorer Williams, I don't know, but we should take advantage of this. Let's try to communicate with them. Using their advanced technology, the explorers were able to establish a form of communication with the space monsters. They learned that the creatures were not mindless beasts, but intelligent beings that had been misunderstood and feared by the crew of the Odyssey. Space monster, we are not your enemy. We only wanted to protect our planet from outsiders. Explorer Singh, we don't want to harm your planet. We only want to learn from it and explore its mysteries. The space monsters seemed to understand and allowed the explorers to continue their mission. They even helped them navigate the mist and showed them some of the planet's hidden wonders. Explorer Williams, I can't believe it. We were so close to making the same mistake as the crew of the Odyssey. Thank you for showing us the truth. Space Monster, we are glad to have been able to show you that not all things are as they seem. Safe travels, explorers. As the shuttle departed from the planet, the explorers couldn't help but wonder what other secrets the universe held. They knew that there were still many unknown dangers out there, but they were also filled with a sense of wonder and awe at the vastness of space. As the shuttle traveled through space, the explorers discussed their encounter with the space monsters. They couldn't help but think about how close they had come to repeating the same mistake as the crew of the Odyssey. Explorer Singh, we can't let our fear and ignorance cloud our judgment when exploring the unknown. Explorer Williams, agreed. We need to approach every situation with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Suddenly, the shuttle's warning system began to beep frantically. They looked out the window and saw a massive, tentacled creature approaching. Explorer Williams, what the hell is that thing? Explorer Singh, I don't know, but we need to get out of here. The shuttle tried to evade the creature, but it was too fast and too powerful. It lashed out with its tentacles, crushing the shuttle and pulling it closer. Explorer Singh, we're not going to make it, are we? Explorer Williams, I don't know. But we can't give up yet. Using the last of their energy, the explorers activated the shuttle's self-destruct sequence. The explosion caused the creature to release its grip, and the explorers were able to escape in a smaller shuttle. As they drifted through space, they couldn't help but wonder what other dangers lurked out there. But they also knew that they had each other and a determination to continue exploring and learning from the mysteries of the universe. Explorer Williams, we may never know what that creature was or why it attacked us, but we can't let it stop us from exploring. Explorer Singh, exactly. We have a duty to learn and discover, no matter the risks. And with that, the two explorers continued on their journey through the vastness of space, ready for whatever adventures and horrors lay ahead. Days later, the explorers received a distress signal from a nearby planet. They quickly diverted their course to investigate. Explorer Singh, we need to be careful. We don't know what we're going to find down there. Explorer Williams, agreed. We should prepare for the worst but hope for the best. As they landed on the planet's surface, they saw that the landscape was barren and lifeless. But as they made their way closer to the source of the distress signal, they saw something that filled them with dread. Explorer Singh, oh my god. What is that? Explorer Williams, it looks like some kind of giant insect. And it's attacking that settlement over there. The explorers rushed to the scene, dodging the creature's massive pincers and sharp claws. They saw that the settlers were trapped and surrounded, unable to fight back against the monster. Explorer Singh, we need to help them. Explorer Williams, I'll distract the creature while you get the settlers to safety. As Explorer Williams engaged the monster in combat, Explorer Singh quickly escorted the settlers to safety. But as they fled, they realized that the creature was not alone. Settler, there are more of them. We're surrounded. Explorer Singh, we need to find a way out of here. There must be some kind of escape pod or shuttle nearby. They frantically searched for a way to escape, but the creatures were closing in on them. Just when they thought all was lost, they saw a glimmer of hope. Explorer Williams, look. There's an abandoned shuttle over there. Explorer Singh, quick, everyone. Follow me. The group made a mad dash towards the shuttle, barely dodging the creature's attacks. As they climbed aboard, Explorer Williams covered their escape, firing at the creatures with all her might. Explorer Williams, hurry. I won't be able to hold them off forever. Explorer Singh quickly started up the shuttle's engines and lifted off from the planet's surface, narrowly escaping the clutches of the space monsters. As they traveled through space towards the nearest space station, the explorers couldn't help but feel a sense of relief and gratitude. Explorer Singh, I can't believe we made it out of there alive. Settler, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Explorer Williams, it's all part of the job. We explore, we learn, and sometimes we fight for what's right. And with that, the explorers continued on their mission, knowing that the dangers of space would always be present, but also knowing that they had the courage and determination to face them head-on. Days later, the explorers were on a routine mission to collect data from a nearby asteroid field. As they approached one of the asteroids, they noticed something odd. Explorer Singh, look, there's a small cave on the surface of the asteroid. Explorer Williams, we should check it out. It could be a potential source of valuable resources. As they landed on the asteroid's surface, they entered the cave and saw something that filled them with dread. It was a nest, and inside it were dozens of alien eggs. Explorer Singh, oh god. We need to get out of here now. Explorer Williams, agreed. Let's grab a sample and get back to the shuttle. As they carefully extracted a sample from one of the eggs, they heard a strange noise coming from deeper in the cave. They cautiously made their way towards the source of the noise, their guns at the ready. Suddenly, a creature burst out of the darkness and lunged towards them. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was covered in slimy tentacles and had razor-sharp teeth. Explorer Singh, shoot it. Shoot it. Explorer Williams fired her gun at the creature, but it seemed to have no effect. The creature charged towards them, ready to strike. Explorer Williams, we need to get out of here now. They made a run for it, with the creature hot on their heels. They barely made it back to the shuttle, closing the hatch just as the creature slammed into it. Explorer Singh, what the hell was that thing? Explorer Williams, I don't know, but we need to report this to headquarters. We can't let those things get loose in the galaxy. As they traveled back to the space station, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had stumbled upon something truly terrifying. They knew that the galaxy was full of mysteries and dangers, but they never expected to encounter something so deadly. Explorer Singh, we need to be more careful from now on. We can't let our curiosity put us in danger. Explorer Williams, agreed. But we also can't let fear hold us back. We have a duty to explore and learn, even if it means facing our worst nightmares. And with that, the explorers continued on their journey through space, ready for whatever terrors lay ahead. Weeks later, the explorers received a distress signal from a remote planet on the outer edges of the galaxy. They knew that it would be a dangerous mission, but they couldn't ignore a call for help. As they landed on the planet's surface, they saw that it was unlike any other planet they had visited before. The landscape was covered in a thick fog, and strange sounds echoed through the air. Explorer saying, "This place gives me the creeps. I don't like it." Explorer Williams, "Me neither. But we have a job to do. Let's find out who sent the distress signal." As they made their way through the fog, they saw something moving in the distance. It was a humanoid figure, but it seemed to be covered in some kind of slimy substance. Explorer saying, "Hello? Are you the ones who sent the distress signal?" The figure turned towards them, its eyes glowing red in the darkness. It let out a deafening scream and charged towards them. Explorer Williams, "Shoot it! Shoot it!" They fired their guns at the creature, but it seemed to have no effect. It grabbed hold of Explorer Singh, its slimy tentacles wrapping around her. Explorer Singh, "Help me. Get it off." Explorer Williams tried to pull the creature off of her partner, but it was too strong. Just when all seemed lost, they heard a familiar voice. "Scientist, over here. I have a solution." The scientist had been studying the creatures on the planet, trying to find a way to stop them. She had discovered that they were vulnerable to a certain frequency of sound. "Scientist, I have a device that emits the sound. If we can get it close enough to the creature, it will be neutralized." Explorer Williams, "Quickly, give it to me." The scientist handed over the device, and Explorer Williams activated it. The creature let out a final scream and disintegrated into the air. Explorer saying, "Thank you. We owe you our lives." Scientist, "No need to thank me. It's all in a day's work." As they made their way back to the shuttle, the explorers couldn't help but feel a sense of relief and gratitude. They knew that they had faced their fears and emerged victorious. Explorer saying, "I never thought I'd be glad to leave a planet, but I can't wait to get out of here." Explorer Williams, "Agreed. But who knows what other wonders and terrors await us in the vastness of space. That's why we do what we do." And with that, the explorers blasted off into the unknown, ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. As they traveled through space, the explorers received a new mission. They were to investigate a nearby planet that had been recently discovered by a group of astronomers. Explorer saying, "This planet is supposed to be rich in minerals and resources. But we need to be careful. We don't know what kind of dangers could be lurking there." Explorer Williams, "Agreed. We need to stay alert and stick together." As they landed on the planet's surface, they saw that it was teeming with life. Strange creatures scurried across the ground, and the air was thick with the sound of buzzing insects. Explorer saying, "I've never seen anything like this before. It's like we've stepped into a whole new world." Explorer Williams, "Keep your guard up. We don't know what kind of creatures could be out there." As they made their way deeper into the planet's jungle, they saw something that filled them with dread. It was a massive creature, with tentacles that stretched out into the air. Explorer saying, "Oh God. We need to get out of here now." Explorer Williams, "No. We can't leave. We need to gather data and samples. We can't let fear stop us from doing our job." They cautiously approached the creature, taking readings and collecting samples. But just as they were about to leave, the creature let out a deafening roar and charged towards them. Explorer Williams, "Run. We need to get back to the shuttle." They ran as fast as they could, with the creature hot on their heels. They could feel its hot breath on their backs, and they knew that they were in grave danger. Explorer saying, "We're not going to make it." Explorer Williams, "Yes, we are. We just need to keep running." Just when all seemed lost, they saw a glimmer of hope. In the distance, they saw a group of humanoid figures, armed with weapons. Explorer Williams, "Help. We need help." The figures fired their weapons at the creature, causing it to retreat. They approached the explorers, their faces covered in masks. Humanoid figure, "You should not have come here. This planet is not safe for outsiders." Explorer saying, "We're sorry. We were just doing our job." Humanoid figure, "Your job has brought danger to our home. You must leave at once, or face the consequences." The explorers knew that they had overstayed their welcome. They gathered their data and samples and quickly made their way back to the shuttle. Explorer Williams, "We have to report this to headquarters. They need to know that this planet is not safe for exploration." Explorer Singh agreed. But we also need to be more careful in the future. We can't let our curiosity endanger ourselves or others. And with that, the explorers blasted off into space, knowing that they had faced another terrifying ordeal in the vastness of the unknown. As they traveled back to their home base, the explorers couldn't help but reflect on their harrowing experience. Explorer Williams: I never thought I'd encounter such terrifying creatures in space. Explorer Singh: it just goes to show that we still have so much to learn about the universe. There could be dangers lurking around every corner. Explorer Williams: but we can't let fear stop us from exploring. It's our duty to continue our mission, even if it means putting ourselves in danger. Explorer Singh: you're right. We need to be brave, but also cautious. We can't take anything for granted. And with that, the explorers returned to their base, eager to share their findings and insights with their colleagues. They knew that there was still so much more to discover, and they were determined to continue their journey into the unknown.